Hey y'all, it's Jo here. Welcome back to Best Living, and today I am going to walk you through my favorite holiday kitchen essentials. Now, you may have some of these items on hand, they may be new to you, but these items I'm going to show you are my tried and true, my ride or dies for holiday cooking, prep, and hosting. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. So let's get right into our goods and see what we got. So I am a home cook. I am a Southern trained home cook at the feet of my grandmother, of my mom, of aunts, of ladies and men of the church. So a lot of my knowledge came from them over the years and through my life experience. One thing everybody has in common is a really good spoon. So this is one of my favorite spoons. It is from the brand OXO or OXO. It comes in a very sturdy handle. The shape of the actual spoon itself is kind of more curved, so you can actually pick up items a little bit better, saute. It comes in a variety of sizes. I have like the medium mama spoon, and I have a little baby spoon as well. It does come in a larger spoon. I don't use that one as often, but a nice sturdy wooden spoon, again, for sauteing, for mixing, for serving, is essential to your holiday cooking as well as just your kitchen utility throughout the course of your year. Another item is a really good set of measuring cups. So I do have a nesting set of measuring spoons here. You get a cup, a half cup, a 3/4 cup, and a 1/4 cup. So this set, I think I got, I don't know, a couple years back, and they've served me well. I have 2 sets of metal measuring cups because during the holiday season, again, you're making cakes, you're making cornbread, you are measuring out liquid for your stock, you're doing a whole host of things, and the metal measuring cups for me have just been very tried and true. So if you're able, I really do recommend a metal set. I see these all the time at Home Goods. I see these all the time at Target. The one thing I will say though about metal measuring cups, I recommend you get a measuring cup that is of one solid piece of steel. As you can see, this is welded together. There are no attachments to the handle. It's all one piece of steel. So if possible, I really do recommend you getting one that is one continual piece of steel. A kitchen knife. A kitchen knife is probably going to be your most important piece outside of your pots, of course, of a tool you could have in your kitchen, because it's going to allow you to, again, chop, dice, julienne, mince, all the things that you would need to for different recipes, carving of a turkey, cutting up of a chicken, sparing of your ribs, all those kind of things a really good chef knife can do. Now, it doesn't have to be overly expensive. I really like this brand called Meeson, but I do have some other higher end knives, and I have a very lovely knife from Target that has been with me for a minute. But a good chef's knife, or one that is of this length, about maybe 7 to 8 inches. You can go as little as 6 based off your hand. But again, make sure that your knife is a continual piece of steel. A continual piece that goes from the handle all the way down through the blade to the tip, if possible, because this is going to make the maneuvering of your hand more stable, and it's going to give you longer life with the full handle that is not, again, kind of bolted together, but one full piece that is formed and forged into the knife shape. So a good chef's knife is really paramount to get your kitchen cooking, chopping, mincing, dicing done. Another knife you're going to need is a paring knife. Now, a paring knife is smaller. This is really good for peeling your vegetables. I've peeled a many of potatoes with a very nice short knife like this. Now, this is actually from Lidl. Lidl and Aldi actually have really good stainless steel knives, but you will need to buy stainless steel, okay? Now, I've had this little knife here, maybe 5 or 6 years now, and it is still going strong. The handle is thick, it's very secure, but this paring knife has been through. I love dicing, look like her. I love dicing red potatoes with this. Again, peeling potatoes, fruit. I've deboned my chicken with a little knife if I'm trying to get in there for certain hard spots. But these, or this particular style knife, will be a really useful tool to you in your kitchen. Next up, we're going to talk about whisk. And whisk are something that I think is really underrated. A really good whisk. I have 3 different styles of whisk that I want to show you and explain their purpose. The first is a flat whisk. So it is a whisk that is not a bulb. It is more flat in its nature. It's almost like a little layered. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 little layers or 4 little steps. And I really enjoy a flat whisk for making my brown gravy. Now, y'all already know we in the South. Well, I'm in the South. And brown gravy got to go on the turkey. It got to go on the dressing. It got to go on the rice. It got to go on chicken, everything, right? So this really does help make sure that your roux, your flour, and your oil and your butter really come together to make that beautiful brown paste before you add your liquid. This makes sure that every coated piece of flour is going to be mixed in beautifully into our gravy. No lumps allowed. Anyway, a flat whisk is one that I cannot live without in my kitchen. The second type of whisk I have is a traditional bulb whisk, and it looks like a light bulb, hence a bulb whisk. This is essential. Now you can make a real good pan gravy with a bulb whisk. Done it a million times. That's how my mama and my mama and my aunties all learn how to make gravy. It's with a bulb whisk. But if you're OG, you can do it with a fork. I'm not quite there yet with a fork, so I can do a whisk or a flat whisk. But the whisk that is more rounded like this is really good for mixing your cakes, different batters. Anything that is a batter is going to be used for this type of whisk. So think about your cornbreads, your cakes, if you're doing your pie fillings, if you're going to be doing anything that has a thicker consistency of like a pancake batter and up, a bulb whisk is going to help scoop down and bring the airflow in so you can get a very voluminous, very full mixture of whatever you're making. So I definitely recommend having a bulb whisk in your kitchen if possible. Now the last whisk is also a bulb whisk, but it's a mini whisk and it is non-stick. It is a coated whisk. So if you're using something like a Teflon pan, which stainless steel should not be in because it can scratch the surface, you need to use a coated whisk. These are very helpful, again, if you're using different types, pots and pans that have certain coating on top. This is going to help keep the integrity of your pots and pans longer because the whisk is actually coated. So the wire is coated with the food grade silicone material. You can find these, again, dime a dozen. This one came from Aldi, so very economical. You can get them at Home Goods, Target, Walmart, anywhere in between. But having one of these on hand to protect your pots and pans is really going to help, again, your cost per wear, which is the amount of times you use it divided by the amount you paid for it. It's going to help it last longer. So I really do recommend a small whisk, but also one that is coated. And thinking about food prep, I feel my most fanciest when I have my clear containers. Okay, call me Anna Garden if you must. But these I save from takeout. I'm gonna be honest, I don't buy them. If I get Chinese takeout, Thai takeout, any Asian cuisine, we'll normally utilize these type of quart or half quart style containers. I save them and I use them for my house. I use them at Thanksgiving, Christmas to prep. So I'm going to be putting my diced onions, my celery, my bell pepper. I'm going to be doing all of my remixing of my condiments and my different fillings that I may need ahead of time to store in these containers. And these are really awesome too, that if you have something frozen from like the previous year, like our turkey stock from last year or our chicken stock is in my deep freezer and they're stored in these containers. Okay, they're very much friendly to your deep freezer, your fridge, as well as just kind of run-of-the-mill utility. These are an essential part of my holiday prep And again, they make me feel kind of cute and fancy, right? The whole point of the holidays to me is to really lean in and go into the areas that make things enjoyable, make it fun, make it whimsy. And this is just one small addition that makes me feel a little bit elevated in the holiday season based off what I've seen on TV growing up. Now, you can also use glass to store your pre-chopped, vegetables, mirepoix, things of that sort, if you choose. But again, I like to use these. If they get too dirty or too messy or too stained, toss them in the recycling bin, and then I'll order more takeout. But these are really fun for me to use in my holiday prep and around my kitchen. So I really enjoy using silicone mats. These type of mats will fit in the bottom of your baking trays. They are non-stick, they are heat resistant, and this is going to allow whatever you're baking to not stick and come out with a more uniform browning, shape, all the above. They come in a variety of sizes and different brands. This one is for one of my mini pans, and then I also have some from Amazon, as you see. These again have been well loved. I'm not ashamed to show y'all that I actually use things in my house. I use this. So it will come in a different color when you buy it. It's like more of like a creamy whitey color. But look, this is tried and true. This is real life over here, right? So I really enjoy using these. I will roast my potatoes on these. I will bake cookies. I will do glazed carrots. I will make Brussels sprouts. I will roast my chicken. Different things of that sort can be used on these silicone mats, and they're fantastic because it does help reduce the amount of kind of the sticky food that you'll get on the bottom of your baking sheet and make your cleanup much quicker. Now, you can use foil. Foil is still a very good option depending upon your lifestyle and your needs. I do like these because they are reusable, and foil you have to throw away. You can't wash foil like you could wash a paper plate, right? Hashtag if your family does that like mine. But if you need to use something time and time again, the silicone mats are something that you would need, hands down. You will not regret your purchase. And again, Amazon has a pack of 3 that I'll link all this below for your convenience. But Amazon has a really nice starter set that you can get to kind of get you on your journey. Another item in thinking about silicone mats are your actual baking sheets. Now, the baking sheets I prefer are sheets that come included with a cooling rack. A cooling rack and a baking sheet is going to get you through. This is going to be a bridge over troubled water because these two together can do a host of things. It can cook your vegetables. It can bake your cookies. It can cool your cookies. It can do some rotisserie chicken thighs on top and use the gravy to make a sauce at the very end. This is high function, high utility. A baking sheet with a tray, if possible, is something I hands down will recommend to anyone in their kitchen over and over again. Now, this one I have, I don't know where this is from, but again, you can get them a dime a dozen. Target, Walmart, HomeGoods. Y'all gonna get tired of me saying that, but you can find them anywhere. Definitely during this time of year, I do find that those certain retailers I just mentioned will have an influx of trays with cookie sheets or cooling racks. So go and check out your stores and scoop them up if you can. So this is a smaller version of what I just showed you. Cookie sheet or baking sheet with a cooling rack. And these are the smaller miniature ones. But again, you can take this off. You can do anything. You can roast a couple, strips of bacon. You can do a sweet potato. You can do a baked potato. Anything you need. But having the versatility of something small or something more so, medium, full size, is going to be very helpful for your cooking journey throughout the holiday season and really in general. But definitely through the holiday, you're going to get a 2-for-1 with having your cooling rack as well as your baking sheet. Another item that I cannot live without is a tin pan, okay? Now, if y'all grew up like I grew up, this tin pan looks very familiar. It is family reunion. It is church potluck. It is pastoral anniversary. It is a multitude of different things that you will see this particular tin pan do and hold. I like to have these around to really help if I am marinating my chicken overnight, if I am prepping a large, scale of potatoes for like potatoes au gratin, if I am making a sweet potato souffle, anything that is going to be deep that I need to either prep or bake and quickly dispose of, I'm going to put in this. So these are really convenient for things like potlucks. They're convenient for you just needing to cut down on your cleanup after you get done cooking. If you're like me, you're trying to think ahead and say, I'm going to be very tired from being on my feet. What can I do ahead of time to minimize my cleanup? And tin pans are a great way to do that. I get my tin pans from Costco or either Sam's Club, but you can buy them again at Walmart and I think the Dollar Tree has them too. But I get the really big set and me and my mom will split them. And this is a really economical way, again, to save on your cleanup, but also have things prepped and ready to go. I also like to use these if I am baking something like cinnamon rolls to take to my work or to give to our neighbors. Instead of having to clean a dish and be responsible to bring it back, having something disposable is really helpful too. All right. Another item that is essential are nesting bowls. I have this set of nesting bowls here. I got this particular set from Williams-Sonoma. The good thing about nesting bowls is they are tempered glass, so you can do some of your double boiling with your pots to melt chocolate. These are dishwasher safe. They can store things. They can go in the fridge. I can go in the microwave. These are a workhorse. All these items I showed you are workhorses, but definitely your bowls. You really want a secure bowl. I've made cakes in these. Beaters have gone around the perimeter of these particular bowls time and time again. They are really tried and true and well made. Also have a little mini set here, and these are really good for prepping. So if you're going to be making a recipe, you can do all of your prepping ahead of time. Put things in your little bowl. So one can be for sugar, salt, baking soda, nuts, pecans and chocolate chips. So everything is going to be centered in these little bowls. Everything is beautifully displayed when you're ready to bake or cook. And it's a corral for items that don't have to be scattered around your kitchen, but keeps things kind of neat and tidy as you go along. Next item I want to share is a mixing bowl as well. And these are metal. A metal mixing bowl is something that is going to be an economical choice and just as durable and sustainable. So this again is another nesting set of metal, small, medium, and your large bowl. And again, I have done a million things in here. I've double boiled in here, seasoned chicken, made cakes, made cornbread, made all sorts of things. So these are a really good option too. And these can be found really anywhere that you do your home shopping. But they're another great option that's going to give you the desired outcome that a glass bowl would, but offers you more utility in that it's not breakable. So if you have kids and they're helping in the kitchen, these are a really good option to have them help you, where you don't have to worry about something being broken based off their involvement. These take me back to my childhood too, because my grandmothers had metal mixing bowls. So it's very nostalgic for me to have these in my possession now. So this is another really good option for you too. Okay, y'all, that is going to be a wrap for my essentials for my holiday baking and cooking. Again, you don't have to go out and buy everything that I showed. I think this is a really good foundational piece if you are building out your kitchen, upgrading your kitchen, or just want something new. These are really good items that are going to work in tandem together and give you the best result on what you're going to be doing in your kitchen for the holiday season and beyond that time. So I do hope you learned something today. I do hope that you can share in the comments with me what is your essentials for your kitchen. What are your tips and tricks to be successful with the holiday season, baking and cooking? I am really excited to hear from y'all because I love learning something new. Again, my community is about empowering and informing everyone to be our best selves in our homes that serve us. So with that, I hope that you know that you were seen, that you were loved, and you were chosen of the Most High. And I will see you back here Sunday at 6 o'clock in a brand new video. Bye, y'all.